video is about research title or research topic. In my earlier video, I talked about the elements of a research proposal, and this was one of them. And so in this video, we want to look at what it is and what qualifies to be a good research topic. I know that it is difficult for people to get good research topics, and so I believe that this video will help you out there. A research topic is a specific, brief, clear, and informative statement reflecting the nature and scope of the research. So there are some key terms here I want us to consider. The first one is specific. When we say something is specific, then it means that it is not general. If you generalize it, or if you give something that is broad, general, then we will say that your topic does not have a focus. Your topic does not have a focus. So it must be specific, and we will see this in the examples that I will give later. It must be brief. In fact, we don't have to write a sentence, a paragraph. It is a phrase. One word, two will not be that informative, but a phrase. If that is the case, then we should not put any full stop at the end. The topic headings that are sectional headings and subheadings must not have full stop at the end. Why? Because they are not sentences. So please, let's take note of that. Finding an appropriate research topic and concentrating on it can be difficult. It is not that easy. It is not that easy to find a research topic and concentrate on it, especially if you are a beginner as far as research is concerned. But where can we find some of them? And so from my experience, I see that research topics can be found from academic journals. So you go through the various articles in an academic journal, look at the topics. Some of them might interest you. You may not be doing the same thing, but it will give you an idea to craft your own, to write your own. So academic journals are sources of research topics. Then existing dissertations or theses. At the end of every thesis, we have recommendation for further research. When you go there and you read the recommendations that the person has stated, you might have an idea of what you would like to do. So, apart from the fact that existing dissertation topics, the topics themselves, can also give a clue, you go to the recommendations and you might also get a clue from there. Another important source is everyday situation, everyday conversation. I've mentioned in one of the videos that a good researcher is curious. He pays attention to details. And here it helps a lot. If you are somebody who pays attention to details, if you are somebody who is curious, even in everyday conversation, you are able to get topics. When you get it, if you have your phone with you, you can type it somewhere. If you have pen and paper, you can write it and later reflect upon it and shape it well. So the news that we listen to on radio and we watch and listen on television, or just any conversation at all. You are in a car and people are conversing, an incident happens, and that can be a source of topic for you. In addition to this, any other existing literature is also a source of getting project titles. As one goes through, the person reflects on the issues that have been addressed, and at the end of the day, may end up getting their own research topics. Now, factors to consider when choosing a research topic. The factors include your knowledge about the topic. So sometimes you tell somebody you can research on this topic or that, then the person says, I'm interested. This one marvels me. I want to do it. But the question is, do you have adequate knowledge about it? Because you are going to investigate, you are going to analyze, you are going to interpret. So if you don't have adequate knowledge, then you may have to leave it, or you may have to improve your knowledge in that area before you can say that it is a good topic for you. Apart from that, your interest, your academic interest. What is your interest? Is your interest in Christology, the study of the person and works of Christ? Is your interest in Buddhism, Islamic religion? Is your interest in print media? What is your interest? Because each of the topics that we have will fall under a particular sub-discipline within the discipline, or a particular section of the academic discipline. And so what is your interest? If you don't really have interest in the thing, I mean the topic, and you begin to do the research, the likelihood of quitting when there is a problem is very high. So it is about interest. It is about interest. Then available resources. You want to do a research in a particular area, but there is no information about it. You also need information. So if you feel that you don't have adequate materials, financial resources, and other resources to undertake the research in that particular area or on that particular topic, then it is good you don't go there. Then potential contribution. In one of my videos, you remember I told you that each research must contribute to knowledge. So what is the potential contribution of the topic, and for that matter my research, to knowledge? If the topic would not help you to contribute adequately or substantially, then that might not be a good topic. Sometimes a particular topic has been researched over and over and over. So it is like, it is difficult for you to contribute anything new. When it happens that way, you may still do it, but you may even change the methodologies that they have used. You may use a different methodology, or you may use a different geographical area. You can modify it in such a way that you can potentially contribute to academia. But my point is that if at the end of the day it has no contribution to knowledge, then it is not a good topic. Aside that, what is its contribution to the society? That is also very important. Then the time limit that you have. What time do you have? Maybe you are doing masters and you have 1 year to do your research. Then that topic is such that you need about 3 years. It may not be good for you, so you have to consider that as well. Then what is the relationship to your program? If you are studying, for example, theology, and you take a topic that does not relate to theology at all, there can be interdisciplinary study. For example, theological reflection on artificial intelligence. This is a topic that combines IT or computer science with theology. But if I pick something in the area of IT alone, and it has no connection with theology, and I say that I'm a theology student and I'm doing a theological research, then that is not good. So what is its relationship with the academic field that I'm studying? And finally, you also have to look at the word limit. The word limit, if you are to write 10,000 words, 40,000 words, 100,000 words, it will also determine whether the topic is good based on the limit that you have. I've already mentioned that the topic must be informative, yet it must be brief and precise. You don't have to add so many words. Write as short as possible, but at the same time be informative. Let somebody who is looking at your topic see that you have provided the necessary information. So take note of that. This is where I'll end this video, hoping that you go and watch other videos that I've uploaded on the channel about research proposal and other important topics pertaining to academic research. God richly bless you. Bye for now.